Public sector banking in India is undergoing significant structural shifts from large scale mergers to a steady liberalization of foreign investment norms. While the 2019 PSB consolidation reshaped the national banking landscape, recent indications suggest the possibility of further mergers, raising questions about efficiency, competition, and the impact on employees across diverse regions. At the same time, changes in FDI policy have opened space for greater foreign participation in India's financial sector, prompting discussions on long-term implications for ownership and operational autonomy. In this conversation, Lalita Joshi, Joint Secretary of AIBEA and Chairperson of the National Women's Council of AIBEA, shares her views on these key policy developments, examining how merger have affected staff movement and workload, and how rising foreign investment may influence the future direction of public sector banking.
2019 merger, the government is again hinting at possible consolidation of PSBs. Has merging banks improved efficiency or simply reduced competition and accountability?
Actually, the announcement of the mega merger itself was a wrong timing. They announced it at the time of COVID, where employees and unions could not really resist much, and they implemented it also. They announced it and they implemented in the COVID times, which was not the right time to do it. And definitely, when such a mega merger is taking place, merging the technology, merging the customer service got hampered very, very badly because it takes time for the technology to merge and other things. So, mega merger was not in the interest of either the customers nor in the interest of employees. Finally, lot of branches got merged. The profitability which came out is mainly because of closing of branches. Okay, staff got merged, so partial in some pockets the staff became surplus. Like if you say Punjab in Punjab National Bank and Oriental Bank of Commerce, Haryana and Punjab. So some pockets will be surplus, some pockets will be rest, and mainly customer service got affected very badly and during COVID times. So it was not the right timing, and definitely we don't see it as improvement of efficiency at all. It is only how you say accounting will improve. You will show the more profits by selling offices and by merging. That is not what we seek from public sector banks. We seek social service. We seek social profits.
So, how have these mergers affected employees, especially in terms of transfers, promotions, and workload?
Workload has increased tremendously because from quite a few years now, staff shortage is becoming very acute, especially if you see in the rural areas, semi-urban areas, metros. In now, it has become bad in metros too. So, staff shortage is a very big problem in public sector banks. There was a time when like there were at least four clerical staff in each branch. Now with great difficulty you may see a single person. So we are not able to give the appropriate customer service.
Do you believe the one size fits all merger model works in a country with regional diversity in banking needs?
No, not at all. It's definitely not the right model. And even the model which the government says government has no business to be in business, I think this government cannot shrug off their responsibility from their role to the people of the country. So basically, we believe in public sector strengthening so that we will be able to reach the entire country, so that the infrastructure of the country will improve and the development of the country will improve. So I don't believe in this model at all.